Hello students, hope that you are fine. Welcome to my geography video tutorial of 10th standard. Today I shall discuss about need for waste management. The process in the field of inventions and a number of technological inventions have raised our living standards. With the rise of our living standards and increase in comfort, we are depleting the natural resources by over exploitation of our natural resources. This is leading to an increase in waste products. We cannot get rid of it completely because it always remains in the environment. For millions of years, the nature has recycled waste materials, but now the environment is threatened by our activities as the use of non-biodegradable wastage are increasing day by day. There is an urgent need for management of waste as waste causes pollution, which in turn causes damage to the environment. Due to the global pollution, some threaten the survival of the ecosystem. Now, we will see what are those. Number one, we can say that is the transmission of diseases. Due to the waste accumulation on land, water and air, various diseases spread on an epidemic scale. On biodegradable waste, microbes increases rapidly. Many bacteria, virus, viruses, worms, etc. thriving on a garbage spread diseases. Then vectors like we can say that the flies, mosquitoes, rodents and pet animals are also spread these diseases. Common diseases spread by mosquitoes, flies, rodents are, I am saying you, that is just like housefly. Housefly spreads typhoid, diarrhea, dysentery, cholera. Then sandfly, kala jar, then test flies, that is sleeping sickness, then mosquitoes, malaria, filaries, then yellow fever, encephalitis, etc. Then dog spreads rabies, hydrated disease, and cat also anthrax, like that some diseases they are spreading. So wastes from sewage, industrial effluents, then agricultural practices and radioactive waste affect human beings. So now let's see that the effects of toxic particulate matter. Cadmium, nickel, mercury, beryllium, asbestos, these are also the cause of some diseases, such as that the cadmium, kidney disease, kidney damage. Then nickel affects respiratory system, lung cancer. Then mercury, nerve and brain damage, kidney damage, such as we know that the Minamata disease. Beryllium, it affects that the eyes, membranes of our eyes, and then causes shortness of breath, weight loss, lung cancer, etc. Asbestos also cause shortness of breath and chest and lung cancer. So in this way, these are some diseases are spreading in our environment. Next we will see greenhouse effect. The sun is the ultimate source of light and heat, we know that. So that sun is the self-illuminated mass of extremely hot gases that emits in the energy as heat rays the sun's energy travels to the earth as electromagnetic radiation in the form of short waves. So solar radiation has no difficulty in passing through the atmosphere to the earth's surface. It is absorbed and remained by the earth and by the objects on its surface. The absorbed heat is then radiated as long waves and outgoing terrestrial radiation, mainly infrared rays. Some of these gases in the Earth's atmosphere act like the gas in the greenhouse. After that, we can say that the carbon dioxide and water vapor, these are also act as a greenhouse in the sense of these gases allow the visible light of the sun and reach the Earth's surface and absorb the means outgoing terrestrial radiation, mainly infrared rays, and in the form of long waves. Thus, the atmosphere near the Earth's surface is warmed by long wave radiation. This phenomena in which the atmosphere near the infrared rays by carbon dioxide and water vapor in the atmosphere is called the greenhouse effect. Without this greenhouse effect, the Earth would have been too cold to sustain life because these are keep our Earth's surface warm. So greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, methane and nitrogen oxide. This keeps our atmosphere warm. So global warming, let's see that the global warming. Solar energy is intercepted by Earth. At the same time, Earth radiates energy into the outer space. Incoming and outgoing radiation processes are simultaneously they are taking place. So the balance between the sun's heat that reaches the Earth's surface and the heat radiated by the Earth into the space determines the temperature at the surface of the Earth. The natural gases, whatever the natural gases present in our atmosphere maintain the balance of the global temperature and for the existence of all life. This, according to some climatologists, the temperature of the Earth is increasing alarmingly as a result of the human activities, reckless cutting of trees, then burning vegetation, excessive fossil fuels, air pollution. Because of this, increase the amount of carbon dioxide, and this amount of carbon dioxide that the absorption, that the radiation from the Earth's surface, this is the result of the warming in the Earth's surface, means global warming. The warmed lower temperature irradiates the energy and which further warms the surface of the Earth, and this results in gradual increase in temperature and causes the atmospheric condition at regional and global level, means in global level it is that the temperature is rising. So what are the effects of the global warming? Effects of the global warming we will see, that is the sinking of ice cover in Arctic and Antarctic and Alaska and Greenland region. Sea level will rise, and if sea level will rise, sea water will also submerge the coastal areas and especially the islands and that Maldives also. And the increasingly after that we can say that the increasing sea temperature has damaged 90% of the coral in Indian Ocean. Coral reefs, sometimes referred to as the rainforest of the sea, served as breeding ground for the many species of marine life. So they also protect coastal lines and from storms. Increasing global warming may adversely affect the evaporation of the rate of the surface water, soil moisture, precipitation, etc. This would cause the dying of agricultural lands. So in this way that the reduction in average and total crop production also will be hampered. Then there would be serious problem in the ecological balance which may affect all living beings on the Earth's surface. Thus, serious steps should be taken to retard the process of global warming. So, for example, conservation of forests, planting more and more trees, reducing deforestation, then decreasing that industrial pollution and release of carbon dioxide, and controlling the CFCs in the atmosphere, reducing the quantity of chemical fertilizers for growing crops, and usually alternative energy resources. This creates a these are the effects of the global warming. So first two I have discussed, that is that the transmission of diseases and greenhouse effect and global warming. In this video, my next video, I will explain the need of management of waste, other points. So hope that it will be helpful for you. Thank you everyone.